What up, YouTube? T Movies here. It's Thursday. That means time for my opening this week segment, where I talk about the new films opening, well, this week in theaters or Netflix, etc. So, with that being said, here's what's out this week. All right. First up, there's the big one, and that is Jumanji: The Next Level. Now, I really got a kick out of the last Jumanji movie with Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, Jack Black. So I'm actually really kind of looking forward for the sequel. I mean, the sequel looks really awesome. It looks really fun, entertaining. Cannot wait to check out the sequel. Seeing that tomorrow, so fingers crossed, it's good. All right. Also, out this week, there's the film Richard Jewell, which is directed by Clint Eastwood, starring Paul Walter Hauser, Sam Rockwell, and it stars Paul, who plays the security guard named Richard Jewell, who heroically saved thousands of lives from a exploding bomb in the 1996 Olympics, but he ends up also being a suspect during it as well. And I think this looks really terrific. I mean, you got Olivia Wilde, John Hamm is in this. It looked like Clint Eastwood is literally he's literally in his 90s and dude's still making movies. I mean, that's pretty cool right there. So I think this looks really terrific and cannot wait to see it. All right. Also, out this week, there's Black Christmas, which I was excited for at first, but then they announced a PG-13 rating, and I'm not that excited for it as I was before. But I'll also check it out because it's pretty much gonna be the last horror film I see this year. I like the cast list is pretty good. I mean, I like Amuga Poots.
Oh yeah.
So
Get up here. Yeah.
so yeah, I'll probably still check out Black Christmas, but I'm not too excited for it. So fingers crossed it'll be at least a surprise. Who knows? But anyway. Alright. Also out this week, there's a film called Uncut Gems, which is probably my anticipated movie that's out this week. And it's the new film with Adam Sandler, directed by the Safdie brothers. And in it, it stars Adam Sandler, who plays this charismatic jeweler who ends up making a high-stakes bet that could lead to the windfall of a lifetime in art. You got Lakeith Stanfield is in this. Kevin Garnett's in this. You got Idina Menzel. I think this movie looks terrific. Of course, I like the Safdie brothers, so anything that they're doing, I'll definitely be checking out. It's a very different Adam Sandler film. I mean, yeah, it's always nice to see when Sandler does something totally different outside of his comfort zone. And this looks really amazing. So hopefully it'll be good. All right. Also out this week, there's a film, Hidden Life, which is the new World War II based movie directed by Terrence Malick. And in it, it's about this Austrian farmer Franz Jagerstatter, who ends up facing the threat, of execution for refusing to fight the Nazis during World War II. And it's pretty intriguing. I mean, it got some interesting cast here. Terrence Malick could be a hit and miss in my opinion, but I'll still give this one a shot. All right. Now, there's also the new film Bombshell, which comes to limited release this week, and it'll hit nationwide next week. So I'll probably talk a little more about Bombshell a little next week. But that still looks pretty good. I mean, Charlize Theron, Margot Robbie, John Lithgow. I'm kind of intrigued by it. All right. Also, at this week, there's a film titled Seberg, which takes place in the late 1960s, and it's about French New Wave actress and breathless star Jean Seberg, who becomes a target of the FBI due to her support of the civil rights movement and her romantic involvement with Hakeem Jamal, who's the Black Parent activist. It stars Kristen Stewart, Anthony Mackie. This movie looks really interesting. I mean, it's once again shows that how great of an actress Kristen Stewart could be, and I quite like Anthony Mackie, so I think this looks pretty. This could be something pretty intriguing. All right. Also, at this week, there's a new film called The Death and Life of John F. Donovan, which, here's what it's about. It's directed by Xavier Dolan, and this is actually his first English language film. But in it, a decade after the death of an American TV star, a young actor reminisces about the written correspondence he once shared with the former, as well as the impact those letters had on both of their lives. It also stars the likes of Kit Harington from Game of Thrones fame. It also stars Natalie Portman, Jacob Tremblay, Teddy Noon, Kathy Bates, who's also in Richard Jewell, by the way, and it also has Susan Sarandon. Now, I was kind of intrigued by this because of the cast, but then I saw the trailer and I'm like, okay, this does not look all that good. So I'll probably watch it one of these days, but it doesn't look all that great. Alright. Also, at this week, there's a horror film called Rabid, which is it is a remake of the David Cronenberg film from the 80s or 70s, I believe. And in it, after a horribly disfigured after a freak accident, doctors perform a radical medical procedure on an aspiring young fashion designer. But when the bandages come off, the side effects soon cause her to develop an unstable appetite for human blood. So, I mean, this looks pretty creepy. You know, it stars the girl from Smallville fame, Laura Vandervoort. I think that's her name. I mean, the trailer looks pretty interesting. The original is not all that bad, so I'll probably check this new remake out. Alright, there's an action film called Line of Descent, which is a crime film written and directed by sorry for that, by Rohit Don Batra, and stars Brandon Fraser, and revolves around three sons of a mafia patriarch who fight over the future of their crime family. That could be interesting. I mean, it stars Brandon Fraser, but it is nice to see Brandon Fraser making a bit of a comeback thanks to Doom Patrol and all. Hopefully, we'll see more of Brandon Fraser in the coming year, because I always like Brandon Fraser. Just sad to say he hasn't really been in some of the best stuff in recent years. So, hopefully in the next decade, we'll maybe see a resurgence of Fraser. Alright. Also at this week, there's a film called Cowell. Now, in it, for 35 years, Nora Penwikowski, played by Indiana Jones actress Karen Allen, has been the postmaster of Cowell, Pennsylvania. When the USPS decides to close her office, she must choose whether to relocate for a new position or face retirement in a co-op. Now, Karen Allen just scored an Independent Spirit Award nomination for this performance, so I'll probably definitely give it a shot. Alright, now, there's also a film called The Great War, which stars Ron Perlman, and there's also another Ron Perlman movie called Hell on the Border, so, hey, if you're a fan of Ron Perlman, he has a couple of stuff this week. There's a film called Mob Town with David Arquette. That could be intriguing. I mean, I like David Arquette. And it's about how the FBI and the local cop track down members of this crime family in New York City in 1957. And it also stars Jamie Lynn Singer, who of course is no stranger for Jamie Lynn Singer is no stranger for being in a mafia family. I mean, remember she was in The Sopranos, so. There's also a new sci-fi thriller called Code 8, which stars Stephen and Robbie Amell. Of course, Stephen Amell is best known for Arrow, while Robbie Amell has been in The Flash, and they're actually cousins. I always thought they were brothers, but yeah, they're actually cousins. But anyway, I think Code 8 kind of looks intriguing. I mean, it does look like a bit of an X-Men ripoff, and not to mention on this this week they actually announced that they're going to do a Code 8 TV show. So there's that too. And I'm really curious to see what else Stephen Amell could do outside, because Arrow is coming to an end pretty soon, and yeah, I'm not going to mention like having spoilers about Crisis on Infinite Earth this week, but yeah, Stephen Amell had an interesting role as Arrow this week. But
How you doing?
anyway. Now, coming to Netflix this week, there is Six Underground, which is directed by Michael Bay, starring Ryan Reynolds. I think Six Underground looks awesome. You know, it does look a bit like a film that Ryan Reynolds definitely starred. You also got Dave Franco. I mean, this is pure Michael Bay, so there's that. I'm kind of intrigued by it. So fingers crossed, it's good. Anyway, let me leave it to you guys. Which of these would you be interested in watching this week? Are you interested in Jumanji, Six Underground, Black Christmas, etc.? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Timu signing off.